The Meta Quest 3 has a problem, the microphone. For whatever reason, the headset's microphone does not handle plosives well. A plosive is a sound you make when saying p or b, which can result in a popping sound with many microphones. Seemingly in response to user complaints about this, sometime around November 2023, Meta decided to lower the internal microphone's volume until the plosive issue was not noticeable within recordings, and perhaps in other places. There are sparse reports from developers of coding to boost the microphone input volume before using it in games and social apps, but Meta's video recording does not do this, leaving the audio quiet. This would not be an issue except that there are no user-operable settings to change the microphone's volume in standalone mode. We can disable the microphone, but not increase its volume. In PCVR mode via Quest Link, we can set the headset microphone's volume in the Meta Quest Link program, formerly called the Oculus app. In fact, the microphone volume can even be changed within the PCVR headset environment, but changes to this setting do not carry over to the headset. Equally, there are no options for microphone volume within the smartphone Meta app. Here are some recordings to show the issue. So I'm inside the Quest 3 home environment. There isn't much ambient noise or music to compete with. My house is quiet, and I'm speaking at what I feel is a pretty natural volume. So this is about as loud as this microphone gets in these conditions. Now I'm in a tennis game, with the app's volume sliders all the way off. Here's how my voice sounds whilst playing, and also in comparison to the pause music. Okay, so here's how I sound playing the game. All the volume is down. So you hear me compared to any of the sound effects. Next up, same game. The game's volume size is about half max. Here's how my voice sounds. So here's how my voice sounds in comparison to any of the sound effects in the game.
Love 15.
Yeah, Love 15. So here's how it sounds in comparison to the finally, it's worth considering what's going on here. I'm enabling video recording mode and selecting to allow it to use the microphone. The Quest then sets the microphone volume quite low. Then, on top of that, the game has its own sound effects and music volumes, and those sounds are then competing with the microphone's low volume as it is recorded. The mic is at the same volume in each of the above examples. It's only the game audio changing volume, and it pretty quickly drowns out my voice. Now the actual fix for this requires Meta to update the firmware to give the user an internal microphone volume slider, or to find a sweet spot for the microphone themselves. Another alternative may be to use the experimental USB setting to allow an external USB microphone, although I haven't tested this. In the meantime, we have a workaround, the call method. Think back to my description earlier. The microphone volume is set in software. It's set low for video recordings. But what about other Meta apps? Well, it appears that Meta felt that a higher volume was more important than the plosive issue when making a call through the People app. And so an active call sets that microphone volume to a higher volume. And because of the People app's purpose, this setting supersedes the setting for the recording function. This means that if you make a call and then start recording, the microphone will still be at that higher volume setting. So here I am in the Quest 3 home environment whilst in a call. Note that nothing else has changed apart from being in the call. I'll splice in a clip without the call for comparison. Good afternoon. My name is Aoma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Good afternoon. My name is Aoma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And now here I am in the tennis game in a call with the game's volume at half. I'll splice in the non-call audio, half in the game and half in the call screen, and then the call version. Good afternoon, my name is Aoma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Good afternoon, my name is Aoma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Love 15.
10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And now we'll do full volume on the game, same again. At this point, you'd expect the voice to round out somewhat anyway. It's worth Hello, my name is Aoma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Love 15.
9, 10. Quick round box. Good afternoon. My name is Aoma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Love 15.
9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Back outside the headset. So you need to be in a call with someone to get this effect. How can you do that? Well, first, the call doesn't require the other person to actually answer the call. If someone else uses another profile on your headset, you can call them, and it works just fine. You can also simply create a guest account. It's a bit annoying to do. You need to set up a Meta account, or do what I did and make a secondary Facebook account, which you log into Meta with. And then on the headset, you need to add a profile and connect that Meta account to the headset. Once that's done, your main profile and the guest profile need to follow each other in the People app. Doing this allows the accounts to call each other. Then, on your main account, you simply call the guest account, and then you begin a recording with voice in the usual way. This then gives you the advantage of the microphone volume being at the higher level.